We are SyncGalway. The project team consists of BIS students from GMIT who have come together to try and raise awareness as to the benefits of a smarter Galway in a changing environment. A smart city is a solution using data and communication technologies to improve quality of life for its citizens. Galway City has a tremendous potential to become a smart city by partnering with its vast IoT organizations. Internet of Things describes the connection between information, people, and the objects we use through the internet using software. Through various technologies, IoT allows the city to collect data from which we can make important decisions on how we live. In this video, we will cover various topics for the proposed strategy to make Galway a smart city. We will look at Galway and its current state and possible scenarios, how Galway can make decisions through game theory, and our proposed plan. Galway today is known for its vibrant communities, unique festivals, and its buzzing atmosphere. However, in its current state, Galway's experienced increased issues in congestion, pollution standards failing to meet EU requirements, waste littered throughout the city, made worse by the number of pubs and restaurants, lack of bike lanes, just to name a few. Although it is difficult to measure the impacts of the decisions we make and how they affect us and the people around us, there is a theoretical framework to describe the impacts of decisions we make called game theory. Game theory can be broken down into two categories: cooperative and competitive. Cooperative game theory is an aspect of game theory which describes how two players work together for a common goal. Competitive game theory is where you choose the course of action that benefits you the most, regardless of what anybody else does. Using a simple example of cooperative game theory, Mary wants some cookies, but they're out of reach. So Mary has two choices. She can forget about the cookies or ask her brother Tom for help. If she asks Tom, he also has two choices: help Mary and they both share the cookies, or not help her and no one gets any cookies. So Tom helps Mary, and since Tom puts in a little bit more effort by putting Mary on his shoulders, Mary decides to give him an extra cookie for his effort. Tom's extra effort is his marginal contribution. Using a cooperative game theory framework, we will show you why it is important for both the citizens and council to implement a smart city strategy for Galway to ensure its sustainability. Similar to Mary, the council have two choices. They can implement a smart city strategy or not, and the citizens have the same two choices. The key thing to remember is that both citizens and council have the option to work together or not. If they do work together, they both have different levels of contribution. To show how important everybody being involved is, here is a graph showing the time we have, the impact we need, and the point of no return. The point of no return, let's say 2030. It signifies a date by which we have either made enough impact to get through the next 50 years together or not. If we miss the point of no return, we see the impact in the form of overpopulation, increased congestion and emissions, strain on public services, aging population, and many other factors. These issues will only continue to get worse. If we are anywhere to the left-hand side of this point, Galway will thrive and survive into the future. As it stands, this is the combined contributions of an unimplemented strategy by both council and citizens. We are going to be too late in making the necessary impact to secure Galway's future. So what has this got to do with Galway or smart cities? Well, Galway has some decisions to make regarding smart city planning, and this matrix will consider the outcomes of each choice. Scenario A, nobody implements the strategy. Scenario B, only the citizens implement the strategy. Scenario C, only the council implements the strategy. And scenario D, everybody implements the strategy. Let's begin with scenario A. The year is 2030. There has been absolutely no change in citizen or council culture, vision, or outlook on the future. We have collectively ignored the obvious and impending effects of our current lifestyles. We decide to live our lives exactly as we did in 2019. We now see a steady increase in the damage caused by the environment, as we did not have the ability to accurately inform or predict flooding, water shortages, and failed to redesign the way we manage our city's waste. Congestion in Galway continues to grow, as we did not embrace new technologies or take advantage of the available IoT technologies here at home. As the population continues to grow, we experience a total failure of public services to deliver basic resources to its citizens, offering no hopeful future for the majority of its citizens. This is Galway 2050 should we do nothing. Scenario B, the year is 2030. The citizens of Galway want to work with the council to correct past mistakes and pave a way for a sustainable and safer future. Smaller communities have been working on projects to make the city less congested and emission-free, but have been restricted by the lack and help of resources provided by the council. Tensions begin to build as unnecessary projects are being deployed without the engagement of locals. Communities become disengaged not only with themselves, but with the council, and small projects they were working on fall by the wayside as greater issues impact our lives. Slowly but surely, we start to see a decline towards scenario A. We miss the point of no return and the collapse of Galway as we know it. Scenario C, the year is 2030. In this scenario, Galway County Council has renewed its focus based on our recommendations and invested effectively into smart city projects which affected the quality of life for all in Galway. This change has seen a large increase in the new businesses and investment from private and public funding in support of the corporate responsibilities shown, which has also made Galway an attractive destination for a motivated workforce and families alike. However, the citizens of Galway have not cooperated in keeping their responsibilities by following the directives set by the council. Citizens have refused to engage with the new technologies such as the SyncGalway app, and therefore making the entire modernised infrastructure redundant. At this stage, the council has lost interest in further innovative developments, as they do not see the benefits of any change. In this scenario, we miss the point of no return again, and Galway reaches scenario A and the demise of the city at an even faster rate. Scenario D, the year is 2030. Galway City Council have invested and transformed the city. Galway has become a budding new home for hundreds of young families, big-name industries, and has become one of the top innovative cities in Europe. The council and citizens work side by side to ensure Galway remains focused on our collective future. Vast IoT resources are used to tackle our largest obstacles, being transportation and environmental issues. There are now over 20 new bus routes throughout the city and the surrounding areas, all equipped with interactive bus hubs and real-time bus information. New parking areas have been constructed on the outskirts, and citizens have utilised them enough to make a massive dent on congestion in the city centre. Using the data we have collected from our environmental sensors, we have seen a drastic decrease in the percentage of emissions within the city, from lowering its congestion, incentivising industries to become more carbon aware, and planting more greenery. We no longer fear flooding, but take advantage of it. Water level sensors alert and prepare retractable floodgates when there are high tides and heavy rain. The high volumes of water generates energy for the whole city, along with miles of collecting corridors and charging stations, which have encouraged our citizens to buy more electric and hybrid vehicles. By 2050, we will have achieved the greater Galway that we have wanted, and now the entire county is reaping the benefits of a smarter Galway. The year is 2050. Would you live here? Becoming a smart city is good for everybody. Reducing congestion, raising environmental awareness, and promoting Galway together will improve our way of living. As our video comes to an end, we hope that you understand the seriousness of our situation. We hope, having passed our proposed strategy to the City Council of Galway, that both the Council and citizens can get on board and begin their journey in transforming Galway into a smart city. Please check out our detailed strategic plan for more information.